Alright. So, welcome back. Like before, we are going to spend, the first 5 minutes, sharing. So, let's start that. Share. Ugh. Again, Facebook. Get on it. Invite all button. Although I guess that could end up getting really annoying. Though, I mean, I'm sure this is very annoying. And I am sorry. But I kept hearing that people weren't getting the notification until after an hour of me already being on. So, this is just to get a decent amount of people. And if you all get this invitation and come on, please share, so then more people will see this live. That'll really help me out. Just going through. This list seems fairly randomized. I don't like that. Alright. There we go. I think that pretty much sums it up. Let's actually angle this correctly. There we go. Hello everyone. Let me connect to my own live. We are going to be continuing with the ball, with the juggling ball, so let me just find my own live. There we go. I'm pretty sure that this is the 4th episode. Oh. Excellent. So, of course, we got this, we've got got all dusty from my forge. That's not nice. Ugh. So, we've got a juggling ball and a half, well, almost a full half of one. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna shut my windows because this is ridiculous. So much loud noise. All right, that's a little better, I think. So, like I said, we've got a full ball already, and then about a quarter of one done. So we're going to be finishing up this quarter one. Hopefully tonight. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping it's tonight. Man, it looks like I'm going to have to get a bit of a refill. Bloop. Hey. Alright, so, as of last week, we started on this, which we need to, as you can see, we need to fill out. So as you can see, we're mostly done with it. We just need to get that one area, this one area right here. And the pattern is, of course, 2 in 1. So we got 2 closed, 1 open. And hello everyone who is joined or is joining. It is great to see you all. I hope that everything is going all right in these troublesome times. So now that you have the 2 in 1, you go to the last one that you did, so that's this one. You put it through the last loop that you had put it through, and then you put it through the next in line. And that's just how you continue the pattern. So, we're just going to keep doing that. And, chit-chatting. Like I said, hopefully, everyone's doing alright. So far, I've managed to stay away, but that's not really an accomplishment since I see maybe 10 people a week. Maybe. If I have, let me see, if I have 2 pickups and 2 deliveries, that's 4 people plus my wife, 5. Yeah, so it's not that hard. The rough part is having to go into the actual truck stop or rest area, because then you start seeing a lot more people. So. But I think PA shut down all the rest areas. So they aren't even allowing anyone there. This place, and a couple of other pilots that I've been to, have closed down their, any dining, like, sitting area, any, like, sitting, like, lounge area. They've shut that down and just closed it off. This place actually doesn't have showers, even. I don't know if that's because of that, but, that's just a thing I'm dealing with right now. So, just much better, I'm just gonna stay in my truck. I mean, freaky, huh? It's really nice to go indoors and practice all of our skills. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you know, as long as you have the ability to do something inside, I mean, I would really love to continue doing my blacksmithing, but that is not an indoor activity. At least not without a decent hood and chimney setup. And even then, I would never pay for oil ever again for heat. But, you know, some people like outdoor stuff, and I mean, I'm fairly alright with outdoor stuff. I like outdoor things. I like going swimming, hiking, all that type of stuff. So, I get how all of these, like, lockdowns and stuff like that can get to people. Just, get people worried, overly worried sometimes even. And, you know, kind of cabin feverish. So, I understand it. But, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing alright so far. You know, we just need to go about our business. If you're still working, that kind of sucks, but, you know, that's, why do I feel like I screwed this up somewhere? Why does that not look right? Cuckoo. Oh, that's why. I think. There we go. See, I shouldn't be able to do that. At least not that far. I screwed up one of the links, and I think it's this one, because this is only, wait, because that, yeah, there's something wrong here. Yeah, I'm wondering, a lot of festivals being canceled is a bummer for a lot of jobs and communities. Yeah, I mean, um, I'm wondering whether or not, um, whether or not people, once this gets underhand and once everything starts cooling down, whether or not people are going to start actually looking at, like, what they do, what they use, and that type of thing, whether or not they're going to look at all that and end up deciding that, hey, I don't actually need to do X, Y, or Z. And I'm wondering whether or not, like, the thing that actually got my my gears turning for that is the you know how, everyone runs on or America runs on Duncan, like those slogans. So now that at least Connecticut has shut down, so Connecticut's shut down their Dunkin' Donuts, and if other Dunkin' Donuts follow suit, I wonder whether or not people are going to realize, hey, apparently America does not run on Dunkin'. That's my kind of thinking. There, I think that's better. So I'm wondering whether or not there are going to be some businesses that end up just completely going out of business because we realize, oh, hey, they aren't really necessary. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, there was something wrong with this pattern. I don't know what it was. I still see it though. Is that like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, that's 8. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Yeah. Oh, nice. 3 people are now watching. Hello, everyone. We are actually continuing on the second juggling ball, so that's great. I think after this, I'm gonna be going inside and grabbing my parking voucher, saying that I paid for the spot. But after that, I'm going to be continuing video recording for this Sunday. So, and I'm going to be finishing up the bullet ring. It's looking nice so far. So, I can't wait to get that finished. Right now, I've got four of the strips of brass on it. So hopefully I get that finished up tonight. Hopefully it doesn't take a third episode. I might have to do a third episode on that, just to clean it up and get all the edges. But we'll see. We'll see how much footage I have, because right now I've got 4. Like I said, I've got 4 of the strips around the ring, and that's already like 44, 50 minutes of footage. So that equates to, if I'm not talking too much, that equates to only like 10 minutes, maybe. If it's all fast forwarded. Some of it is me um, doing the intro and stuff like that and kind of walking through everything, but yeah. So hopefully I figured that out by the end of tonight. That that of course, um, whether or not I'm going to be doing a third installment of that one. And then once that one's over, I've got plenty more projects to do, and I can't wait to start them. I've got an idea for a box ring that I'm going to be starting. I have a paid project coming up. Like I said before, I think last week I already knew about that. Of doing a copper and brass pin, like a charm pin, I guess. It's supposed to be like a charm bracelet, but it's in pin form. So, or like a brooch. I think brooch would be a better. Yeah, brooch is a better term, I think, for it, because it's going to be fairly large. You'll be able to see it across the room, from what I'm understanding. But I need to get the metal for that, so I need to sit down with them and figure out how big they want it, and then get the metal for it. It's going to be fun, because it's going to be a lot of cutting out, and then doing something extra special with it. So, can't wait. But this is almost done. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more loops that I need to do. So 4 more sets of these 1 and 2 patterned sets. And then this half will be done. And then we'll start on the other half. And then we'll be able to fill it in. Hopefully tonight. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these lives. I try to read every single comment and respond as it comes in, and I go back, of course, and if I get notified saying, "Hey, someone commented," look at that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and what you guys might want to see out of this side of the channel, because I can make balls all day, but eventually I'm sure that you guys want to see something else. I'm at least making this second ball, because you can't juggle with just one ball. You just can't. So, hopefully I get some comments saying what you guys would like to see. Because I can do little bracelets, I can do smaller balls. Those are like twiddle balls. If you guys tell me like a certain design that you want to see, I can do that. Um, I would have to look it up to make sure that I know how to do it, but you know, I can do it. Yeah. Thanks for showing. Thanks so much for showing us cool stuff and chatting. Do they feel nice to juggle? Yeah, for the most part. But if you fill them up too much, um, they turn into a fairly hard bludgeoning object. That's what I've noticed. You need to kind of like fill them and then kind of like do this to like soften them out, and even then, um, the way I see it is it's a deterrent for uh, when you're trying to practice juggling. So you know you don't want to hit yourself in the head or the face. That's how I see it. But you know, I have I know that you could probably use these as like hacky sacks as well. Um, I'm not sure how they would hold up to doing stuff like that, um, but they can be fairly hard. I like how informative these lives are. Would love to see you make a chainmail necklace. I mean, after I'm done with this half of the ball, um, I might end up because I've got a few. I've got a little bit of my old um, colored rings that um, I can do some stuff with. It's gonna be completely like vomiting rainbow. It won't have any type of pattern structure, most likely, because I don't have a lot, and it's all types of different colors. But I think I might be able to start on that either next week or the week after, and then depending on how that goes, I can hopefully, depending on money issues, I might be able to order some more aluminum, iodized aluminum, or anodized. I, what's the word? Anodized? It's colored. It's colored aluminum. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's anodized, or I'm probably just making a fool of myself. But yeah, that's what I'm planning on. So once I'm done with this second ball, so then at least I can juggle. Yeah, adon adonized. Yeah, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Like, I know the word, I can see it in my head. I don't know how to pronounce it. Or how you're supposed to, like, I don't know if that's how you're supposed to actually say it. But yeah, colored aluminum. It comes out very nice. I only have one little problem with it, and that's if you wear it constantly, it ends up rubbing off. That's the only issue I have with it. But it's nice. It's nice. It's really light. I like that. Like I made a few earrings out of it, and I think it's almost as light as silver, if not lighter. I'm gonna have to measure some of my Byzantine earrings of aluminum and Byzantine earrings of silver and see how they compare. But this is the first half done. So now we start again. So again, it's 1 and 8. So 8 closed, 1 open. Well, that 1 open is not going to be open for very long, but 1 and 8 is the pattern. This is my 4th episode, right? I'm fairly certain that this is my 4th episode, because my first episode I bangled it. I don't think that's the right word. But I screwed it up. And the second one, I redeemed myself and got most of the ball done. Third one, I got the ball done and then got most of this done. And the third one, I think, was like only a 30-minute episode or something like that. This might be my 5th one. I don't know. Starting to lose track. I'll have to go on YouTube and actually look to see how many uploads I have for the hour-long episodes, because that's what I would have to do. But yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it is 2. Mangled. That works. Bungled, I think, is the word that I'm trying for. 6. Mangled is more like torn apart. Whereas bungled is more of a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So, I see people are coming in and out. Hello. We are just continuing with a juggling ball. So, hopefully you all stay. If you don't, that's okay. Hey, that rhymed. So, again, 8 and 1, and you just close off that 1. It's a little hard to get around the other rings, especially when it's so close-knit. As you can see, it's very, very tight in there. I can barely fit one of the prongs in. So, you kind of just want to work off of the other rings and kind of like move it around when you're closing it off. I think this is the first place that I've seen that closed off their showers. That's why I'm not sure if it's because of the big V or just because they just wanted to close their showers. Because sometimes that happens where their water shuts off or something, so they have no hot water, so they just shut off. They just don't have showers anymore. But I'm not sure. It's probably because of the big V. I can only imagine. Which just makes you wonder where, like, how clean they actually maybe don't keep it. Because if they just shut it down completely, then that means that they have no faith that their employees can keep it clean enough for it to not be a problem. No, absolutely. It's absolutely a good call. It does stay on surfaces for days, so it's a good call if so. Absolutely a good call. Um, but I feel like you can still like sanitize it, but again, that that's all that balance, whether or not they either have the time or manpower to continuously actually sanitize the entire room like they're supposed to anyways. That's just what I'm saying is like um just makes you think um whether or not they actually in the first place sounds like they don't. They just shh and leave it. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. After every person, laugh out loud sounds like too much work. But that's the thing. They're supposed to do it after every person because that's kind of nasty if they don't. You know, if they just. But I think that's one of those like unsaid things where the showers are clean. They're clean enough. I mean, if you just go over to someone's house, you'll take a shower there. But like they're clean, but it just makes you think that you know, maybe they're not as clean as you thought. Again, I mean, it's one of those things. It's just a funny thing that makes you think in these types of times. Um, what are people actually doing? Rude awakening, ha. Yeah, yep, just a bit. Like I said, I'm not really a germaphobe. Um I don't mind the whole like if they don't actually sanitize the entire room after every single person. I'm not too worried about that cuz again, as long as they spray it down, it's fine for me at least. Um but it definitely that makes you wonder. Oh yeah, no. Like I said, it's I remember the shower smelling clean, quote unquote, bleach or whatnot, but I've still found hair and whatnot left behind, so it's definitely not a bad idea that they close it down. No, absolutely, but that just goes off of what I said. It's just it makes you realize that you know they clean it with the chemicals and whatnot, they spray it down, but it's probably one of those like cursory things where they go, okay, looks clean, let's put new fresh towels down. So that's just something to think about. Again, I honestly don't care if they do that on a normal basis, but like you guys said, it's definitely probably a better idea. I wonder if showers help spread it because of the um, mist and steam, whether or not it aerosols it even more than um, normal. That's a a possibility. I don't know. I am not a scientist at all. I like sciencey things, But I think that's a different episode. Yeah, again, I don't know. Very good point. But like I said, I'm just staying in my truck. I had to, getting ready for this. I had to go to the bathroom before my live, because I would rather not have to go pee in the middle of my live. It would be very awkward to bring you guys in there. It's just not good. I would never do that. Don't worry. But in any case, I needed to go in, and it's just like, it's, freaking, go do my stuff, go wash my hands, and of course, we truckers end up having to use the bathrooms as, like, actual house bathrooms, which makes it really weird when you're standing there washing your hands next to someone who's brushing their teeth. But that's what happens. I normally just do it in my truck and then just water bottle it. I don't like going inside and making a mess out of their stuff, but that's what they're there for. But it's yeah, that's just some stuff that happens at truck stops. Am I over to the side? Or is that just my, boop. There, okay. That was just my phone. My phone made it look like I was all the way over here. Hello, new people. I think I see, Jamie Lindley. Hello. Let's see here. I've noticed that a lot of people just come on and then they quickly leave. That's okay. I think my last episode, I think I had maybe one or two people come in, like actually come in, but like 75 views, and it's like, okay, so basically if you have a live and someone scrolls past it, if they like start it up on the live, I think it shows it and then it gives it a view no matter how quickly they pass through it. It's kind of weird. Let's see here. Man, even with the windows down, or up. It's with the windows up. I don't know how much you guys are hearing, but people just randomly passing by is fairly loud. Luckily, I'm not on the side of the road. I hate when I'm on the side of the road and I have to do one of these, because the audio is complete garbage at that point. Because I've got cars. Wow, wow, wow. It's just not. It's not good. Well, heard nothing on our end. Good. Because I can hear it. That's why I keep my truck off, because besides the camera just shaking, like just vibrating violently, it's fairly loud in here, which is not good for videoing. So luckily I am in an actual place and not on the side of the road like I've been sometimes. But I try to edit that stuff out, but on lives I can't really do that. There's a few things that I edit on lives sometimes, depending on like privacy or like stuff like that. I don't like I think one of my lives I accidentally like said the name of my company because a pizza guy came up and I had to bleep that out because like you guys are friends and that's all fine and dandy. I don't really care what you guys hear, but when I publish it on YouTube, that's literally just anyone and everyone. I don't want to deal with that. So anything like that, I try to bleep out when I go back to edit it. Because I edit it to bring up to put in my intro and outro music type stuff. So that's the only reason I edit any of these. Or else I would just download them and then upload them right away. Let's see here. Yep. But yeah, luckily I've been having to use Get Video to get the video off of YouTube or off of Facebook to put onto YouTube. I don't know any other things to do that with because I try saving the video, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. So, and there's no way to like actively download it off of Facebook. I can't like click it and say download. It just gives me the link. I don't want just the link, you know? So, right now I just do Get Video, but I feel like I'm getting viruses as well. Because it's not a good looking site. It works fairly well, but so did LimeWire, and that just kills computers. So, did I just age myself? I think I did. Yes, LimeWire. Oh, pirating. Pirating is bad unless the company is money grubbing. And then it's okay to pirate. Because then you're giving a point to the company, saying, hey, I want your product, but I don't want to pay 5 subscription fees for it. I think that stuff's going to be coming back. I mean, it's gotten a lot harder to do that kind of thing. But I seriously think that with all the sites coming in on the streaming platform, like it's all turning back into cable at this point because they're all doing like the bundles and all that type of stuff, and that's the type of stuff that most people don't want. Like, I don't want a whole bunch of random things that I'm not gonna watch. I don't want to pay for all that, you know? And then there's the whole you know, each each company seems to have like different shows. So like I don't know which ones are which, but I know like Netflix has its own shows. Like what is it? Orange is the New Black. But it can't have like Game of Thrones or something like that. You have to get HBO for that. And it's like, okay, but if I have to pay Netflix and HBO and Disney Plus now, like, at this point, why am I not just paying for regular TV? Because that's how much regular TV costs. Let's see. Alright. So I think this is the last one. Yeah. There we go. And this is the start of the second half. So now it's only another row of the 2-in-1s, and then we'll get another half like this. And then we'll put them together. Hooray! That's the one thing that I've had to kind of cut out of my videos for my jewelry is like some of the funny just expletives that I do sometimes, because like I think I've had to cut out the refill time just to save time. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying to get that in there, but I'm trying to keep the videos under 20 minutes because I know that's a lot. That's a lot of watching. 20 minutes worth of video. I mean, these are an hour, but you guys at least get to interact somewhat. The people on YouTube won't, but that's the unfortunate part of the apparently you can't do lives on YouTube unless, at least from a mobile device. Like you can just do lives from like a computer webcam type setup whenever you want, but from a mobile device, if you want to do a live on YouTube, you need 1,000, yes, 1,000 subscribers. It's like, what? I'm going to be happy when I get to 100. Hell, I'm going to be happy if I get to 50. Like, I just, right now, this is just a hobby setup. I'm not trying to, go big on YouTube, because, frankly, I have a job that's able to pay me a decent amount to be able to do my stuff. I don't have to be overly worried about making videos every single day, trying to do projects every single day, trying to get materials for those projects every single day. I don't need to worry about that. Like that Like, me just talking about it gives me heart palpitations. Like, that's not, I don't like it. Uh, like, I mean, I thought about it, but if I do 2 hours of recording, that gives me about 15 to 20 minutes of actual footage. So, that's 2 hours a day, and then if I remain just myself editing, like I've been doing, it's 2 hours to go through it, and then, because I need to go through it and edit it, obviously. So it takes me about the same amount of time to go through it and then put music in and edit it and all that stuff. So it takes me about the same time. So that's 4 hours a day of just working, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I also need to get the materials for the projects, get the actual projects, think of what I want to do. I'm sure that type of stuff will get easier once I get a few more customers wanting unique, specialized, designed pieces. But that hasn't quite happened yet, so I'm still waiting. I pass out my business cards whenever I can. I need to make more, but I haven't really done that in late day, like nowadays. I haven't really been doing much of that. Just isolation. But yeah, I actually need to make more and actually put my new website on there. Well, it's not new at this point. It's kind of new. It's like a few months old, I think. It's a Wix site, so hopefully, how much time are we at right now? Really? Really? Jeez! I've only gotten the rest of this and this done. Sheesh. It's already almost time. We got like 7 minutes left. The hell is happening? I don't understand time. That's alright. Like I said, I mean, I leave these lives. I'm liking this setup just because it gives me a little extra footage to be able to publish onto YouTube. So hopefully that ends up getting me a few more views. Maybe YouTube starts noticing me and actually starts showing me to new people. Like, what is it? Suggesting me to new people. Just because I can't do all the advertising myself. It's already really hard trying to keep up with Instagram and Facebook and Twitter for even just Instagram. I've been trying to keep up with it and post regular photos, but it's really hard because I don't want to spoil anything. Especially when I'm taking photos of like my stuff for Sundays. I don't want to spoil anything, so I don't take any pictures, and then I don't have any pictures to post, and then I just forget to post them. It's just a roundabout thing that ends up happening. But now I'm posting at least twice a week, because I'm posting when I finish the episode and post it. I'm posting any photos I have of that, of the finished product, of course, and then I have these photos that I'm taking from the lives. Oh, now I'm flustered. I'm trying to get this done. At least this half. Did I talk too much? Is that what happened? I thought I was working. Was I working the entire time? You guys tell me. I'll have to look back. If you guys don't tell me, I'll have to look back and see if I was working the entire time. I think I stopped once. Pesky bird. What is that? Oh. Pops up. Huh. When I checked the time, it, like, came up. But yeah, so, I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. Of course, I'm gonna keep trying to work here just to get this other half done at the very least, because that means I can almost get a full ball done in an hour. I know I got tripped up a little bit, but that was, I only, she said, you were, I was working, okay, you got tripped up, yeah, I know that I got tripped up a little bit. I had to replace, I think, 3 or 4, things, but I don't think that took me too long, but, it's a long process. Unfortunately. That's why I call it knitting with metal, because it takes a very long time, and I'm doing it with metal. Because knitting takes a fairly decent amount of time, from what I've heard. I don't knit, but I've heard, and I've, from other people who do, that it takes a decent amount of time to do a full, like, blanket or something like that. So, that's why I named these knitting with metal, because that's basically what I'm doing. But yeah, I hope that you all liked this episode. We got a lot done. I know we didn't get all the way around, but we basically got the other half to where we started with this one. So that means next week we'll be able to finish this one off and then start filling it with stuffing. with the sheet. Ooh. So I think I'm stopping it here. We, of course, have the full ball. We have this half, which is completely done. And then we have this half, which is partially done. As you can see, it kind of looks like a hairpiece. Ma 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 ma. And this guy is like a bowl cut. Ma 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 ma. Oh no! So, besides all that silliness, I hope that you all liked this episode. If you did, hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button once this is on YouTube. If you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube, head over there. You just type in Pendragon's Twisted Metals, and I actually come up. I'm actually the first thing that comes up. It's really funny because it comes up with Twisted Metal, the game. So that's the only other thing that comes up. So that's awesome. So I really hope that you all enjoyed, and have a wonderful evening.